Welcome back to our talks. Today, as you can see, actually, I'll move. As you can see, I'm wearing my Metallica t shirt. The reason is because if any of you are fans of Stranger Things, in the latest season, there is a character called Eddie Monson who's played by an actor called Joe Quinn. And, Eddie Munson in Stranger Things is the leader of the Hellfire Club, which is a Dungeons and Dragons club. Okay. And in the Eddie Munson's a heavy metal fan. He likes Metallica. He likes. Um, for the entirety of that season, I was trying to look at what patches he has in his vest. From what I was able to figure out, I think the back patch that he has on, I think it's a Dio back patch. What else? Yeah, it had like a wasp lapel, which is pretty cool. So yeah, just want to talk about him, but again, his Eddie's portrayed as kind of like an outcast in a school because there's obviously it's high school in America, there's jocks and all this. So it's something I've spoken about before that and often people who like heavy metal are seen as outcasts and stuff like that. Um, but and what was cool is like Metallica's music featured in that season, and so did Kate Bush's music. Running Up That Hill featured quite prominently, and both Metallica's song they used Master Puppets in the season, and Metallica's resurfaced on the charts again, especially Master Puppets, ever since it's been released. And Joe Quinn actually got to meet uh, Metallica at Lollapalooza where they performed Master Puppets together. There's actually a scene in the green room where they're sitting and they're talking, and they hand him a guitar similar to the one he used in the show when he was playing Master Puppets. And James Hetfield goes, "Do you want us to ruin it by signing it?" And I thought it was pretty funny because obviously like you wouldn't ruin it. If anything, you'd add more value to it. But he got to jam with them and stuff like. But it was one stage in the video as well. Lars is going, I'll give you the 1, 2, 3, 4. When the drummer starts, it's always 1, 2, 3, or they usually 1, 2, 3, but Metallica do 4. But no, I mean, if I was Joe Quinn, I would completely lose my cool if I got to meet Metallica. Like even seeing them live in Slane a couple of years ago completely blew my mind, and it's it's mad, But I did Stranger Things highlighted, like I said, that Eddie Munson scene is kind of an outcast. Only a small group of friends. The rest of the school thought he was weird or strange, or kind of a weird or a freak, just because he likes different stuff, which is how often we are seen. And actually, another thing, I was talking to in Ireland we have the Tree Arena. It used to be the O2 Arena, but then O2 got taken over by Tree, so they changed the name. I've been there a couple of times. It's like 15,000 people capacity. I've seen Slayer perform there in the farewell tour, and I've seen Tool there recently, and I'm going to see Machine Head there in September when I'm on the Mart. And I was in Dublin after a gig, and I went into Riot, one of my favorite spots to go to up in Dublin. I was just sitting at the bar talking. I got talking to this fella beside me, and he, for 15 years, he used to be the main events manager for the Tree Arena. Like he ran the entire building every time there's a concert on, stuff like that. And I said, "What's that like?" I mean, because this couple, like I said, this capacity 15,000, and then you have to, make sure everything's running smoothly, the staff, beverages, and all that. And I asked him a question. I said, out of all the groups to go to see, because I told him, I like heavy metal and stuff, he goes, out of all the groups, who the most well behaved? And he goes, it's funny you mentioned heavy metal. He goes, they are my favorite crowds to work with, because he said because of the camaraderie we all have, like I mean, he goes, I go, because I asked him about the mosh pits. I go, do you mind? He goes, no, because most of the time, the ones that are doing it are heavy metal fans, and he said I've seen it. If someone goes down on the ground, everyone runs over, picks them back up. And he said, he goes, they're the nicest people to deal with. He said they're so polite. He goes, there's been, he said he's had more problems at like other gigs that you wouldn't expect the problems to be from, rather than the ones you expect it from. So further confirms, um, what was it going to say? I suppose, further drives the belief that that we're not outcasts or whatever. Like I said, I mean, I can go on the fibbers any given day of the week, and you can talk to anyone in there about anything really, because I was actually talking to a guy who's a Metallica touring around Europe at the moment. Well, they were at that time, but he went to see them in Prague, and he said it was 14 times seeing Metallica. Like that's dedication. I've only seen them once, but he's seen them, 14 times. We just got talking because he had a Metallica T-shirt on, and he's seen my. I think it's somewhere here on this vest. Yeah, there, there's my Metallica patch, and he just seen. I said, "You a fan of Metallica?" I said, "Yeah, I seen them live last time they were in Slane and stuff." And I mean, like it was a really nice conversation with that fella who's the events manager. He gave me tips about comedy as well, because he knows a couple of people in comedy. And you know, like I said, it's and another thing, kind of the toxic thing did come out of the whole uh, Master Puppets and Metallica writing his charts, because a lot of young people watch Stranger Things that would necessarily not be into metal, but now they've discovered this music. But then you've seen online some people saying, oh, if you weren't there when Metallica released their album, then you kind of gatekeeping the stuff. And even Hetfield, where I think went on, either James Hetfield said it or Metallica's main, I think Facebook page might have said it. They said it, Metallica's for everybody. It doesn't mean if you start listening to it just this month, or but usually this sort of, like, I've never come across this the toxicity kind of within the you know the group of heavy metal fans and stuff like that. Which is, from a great thing, you always get someone, fucking dickhead who's trying to be shitty and whatever. But it was nice of Metallica to point out, say, it's for everybody, because obviously they're they're rising in the charts over in England and the US, because of Strange Things, and that's really good, like, because like I said, next time Metallica go on tour, somebody who might have only listened to that one song will go and watch them live, and they become a fan, list to other bands, stuff like that. So, you know, um, like I said before, I welcome everybody to the heavy metal family with open arms. So if you've started listening to Metallica because of Stranger Things, rock on. Before I went by quick, anyway. Before I end this episode, what was I gonna say? Yeah, um, Edinburgh prep is going well. I'm gonna sit down this week at some stage and figure out what I'm gonna use. 4 minutes of new material. I think I'm gonna try and get probably another 2 minutes, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to go to gigs before I head off. Because at this stage, this is the 2nd of August. I'm flying out on the 26th. Actually, Edinburgh Fringe starts tomorrow. So, everyone who's doing their solo show, the Fringe starts tomorrow. A couple of my friends have already flown out. They flew out yesterday. And Yeah, like I said, I'm really looking forward to it. Huge thing for me. And but yeah, I think the next 2 weeks to sit down, come up with the 10 minutes that I'm going to do, and then we shall go from there. And I will inform you on my trip back. I'm gonna try and record a couple of comedy vlogs while I'm over there. I'm gonna upload. I've got two, like I said, I think a couple of weeks ago. I said got two in the back burner. I'm gonna release one this week and another one the week after. So give you some extra content to watch this week. Also, that competition that I'm running. I think, well, this will be. I think I'm 100 videos already from what I can understand. So I'll probably. Yeah, for some reason it says on my YouTube channel I already have 100 videos, but the maths doesn't seem to add up when I look at the videos in the playlist and stuff. But anyway, unless there is, did I put that video in the playlist? Not sure, but anyway, the competition will end today. I'm gonna announce the winner and stuff. So thanks for watching. Thanks for the support so far. Once again, you can buy these merch stickers if you go to my social media or email me. I will send one out to you. They're €250 each, include postage and shipping. But that is, yeah, that's everything I have to talk about this week, and see you all next week for another episode.